Ondrej, thank you so much for joining FF News' coverage of TCF 23. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Now, Ondrej, for our viewers who might not have met you before, could you please tell us a bit more about yourself, your job role, and HID Global?
Hi, I'm Ondrej Valent. I'm at HID Global as a Global Sales Director for Consumer Identity and Access Management Solutions, and I'm so excited to be here at Temenos TCF 2023.
Oh, excellent. I'm so glad to hear that you're excited because it's such a brilliant event where we've brought, well, all of the best minds on the Temenos platform together and really finding out where cloud and SaaS-based platforms are going in the future. But you guys, HID Global, have had a huge part in enabling that platform to succeed and thrive. Could you tell us a bit more about the benchmark processing between the two SaaS and cloud-based models?
Yeah, HID is a provider of the authentication piece, into Temenos Infinity. And obviously, as digital channels require authentication, which is pretty essential.
Yeah.
Without provider like HID, this wouldn't be possible. So basically what we provided was our cloud platform that integrates, and it's pre-built integration with the Temenos Infinity, in order to achieve, best in the class, performance during this benchmark testing to prove that we, HID, together with Temenos and other providers, the platform, can really provide a scalable platform that basically has no limit, and I said like sky is the limit, from the performance perspective.
I mean, it really has to be the sky being the limit because the amount of organizations that operate on Temenos Infinity, sometimes you could get customers in the millions. How do you actually enable that on the technology side of things?
So we provide our authentication backend that is delivered from a scalable cloud service across multiple regions. And what I believe is our biggest value in the Temenos ecosystem is the integration. HID is 15 years a partner of Temenos.
Wow.
We are going back to 28, when we integrated for the first time. And what we really deliver today is the best-in-class integration with the channels, perform, any regulatory requirements in the authentication space, not only on the login side, but also on the transaction signing side. And really, this platform enables us, to go very quickly, to the market, have components that are pre-integrated as part of the project and do not waste time, with integration. And that's really, where the value, that HID provides.
Almost certainly. And for a lot of institutions, the authentication is actually probably one of the most important parts of both onboarding, but also the payment. And, how can leveraging HID Global's technology make that the banks that operate on Temenos' core banking platform know that the customers that they are who they say they are, and the payments aren't going to get chargebacks or embrace fraud?
Yeah, it's a compliance question, it's a risk question, and it's also a user experience question.
Combined,
we try to combine all these three, and especially in the consumer space, you can't do compromise on the user experience. So we provide best-in-class security. Part of that integration is basically to utilize our technology.
Yeah.
We do provide compliance, with regulation like PSD2, especially in Europe, or any open banking regulation that is coming in the world and requires strong customer authentication. But at the same time, the user experience is essential. So we want to make security really easy to use and not sacrifice on the security aspects, or requirements, that are coming from the regulation.
Yes, so by using you, who are just focused on that security side of things, on that authentication side of things, whether it be a change in regulation, change in customer demand, customers of TCF and customers of Temenos can be confident knowing that you will be at the forefront of that authentication process, right?
Absolutely. HID is 30 years on the market.
Oh,
we
wow.
are backed up by Assa Abloy as a large brand out of Sweden.
Yeah.
Providing everything from physical logs up to the RFID tags as part of the group. So basically, the background that we provide as HID and as Abloy is really unique on the market. And as this element is so essential, it's really important to rely on a reliable partner that has a financial stability, history, and also future.
Now, could you tell us a bit more about the benchmark process, what inspired it and how you managed to bring it all to bear at this conference, sorry?
Yeah. So the benchmark, was the idea obviously of Temenos, and they do continuously the benchmarks. We are also testing our technology in our lab environments. But I think nothing can replace a real case scenarios with the real provider of the core banking technology and digital front ends with our best-in-class authentication. So when we got the opportunity, and in fact, as we are the only pre-integrated solution with Temenos Infinity today, it gave us an advantage to utilize what we've been hardly working on to integrate, and basically to prove that we all together, we are not talking only about the integration, but we can provide a world-class experience. And the idea was really, to demonstrate clients that there is no limit and there is no clients that we cannot serve together with Temenos.
Amazing. Such a brilliant answer, and I've stolen a lot of your time, but I've got one more question for you. As we said, we're here at TCF 23. How have you enjoyed it so far?
It's absolutely great, and actually one of the best TCFs. I like Vienna. I'm from Prague, from Central Europe. So hope, next TCF is going to be in Prague, because this is really the best location you can live in.